So I had contemplated doing this as a live stream, but it's been a while since I've done a live stream, and I think given that this is largely going to be a rant, it's probably better if I pre-record it, and then I can at least edit out anything that perhaps shouldn't be in here. So, first of all, I do want to point out to people that there is a whole series now that I've started which looks at statements made by law enforcement. And the way I've done it is that I've broken it up into categories for the most part. There are some individuals like Sam Brown where they said so much that I've just focused on them. So there's 3 videos where there's statements made by Sam Brown. Likewise, there's a few separate ones that are Angela Muslim. But aside from that, there is then Placer County, there's FBI and Truckee PD, because there were only 2 people that spoke and neither of them said a great deal. And I also went back to back with Shannon Moon and Wayne Wu because I thought it was just interesting to have the 2 of them back to back and look at how they do their grandstanding, basically. Anyway, I've put all these into a playlist, which you can find if you go onto my channel and you look at playlists. You'll see the playlist, which is Kylie Rodney Law Enforcement, I think. And you can go through and you can find all the videos. And if you haven't found them and you want to listen to them right through, you just have to start with the first video, and because it's a playlist it will just continue on to the next video when you finish the first. So that may make it easier for people in terms of figuring out where you're at. I have started with doing an analysis of Sam Brown's statements and haven't got very far with that at all yet, but there is one Sam Brown statement analysis there that you can look at. And of course I've added a few other different videos at the same time, so there's another Madeline Soto one, or a few Madeline Soto ones, and just a few other little updates here and there, Samantha Murphy and stuff like that. It seemed like there were a few updates all at one go. So tomorrow's video will be going back to analysing Sam Brown, but today I'm feeling a little annoyed. Now, you would have probably seen my video earlier where I was basically saying to Army for Jesus, lay off, do not even think about touching Delphi, because the families of those girls have gone through hell, don't deserve it. And I had a few other choice things to say about her, the way she's been running her channel. And then this morning when I got up and I had a look to see what was going on YouTube, I saw that she had put up a video which was, in an underhanded way, attacking Doug Bishop. Now, I don't care. You don't have to like the members of the team from Adventures with Purpose. But let's get one thing clear. That team have done more for Kylie than any of us. Without them, who knows when Kylie would have been found. And Doug Bishop was at the centre of all that. At that time, he was managing that team that went in and found Kylie. He was the one who backed up Nick Rinn and went in and checked the sonar, checked with the side scan sonar, and said, yeah, you're right, this is a vehicle, let's dive on it. So for someone to turn around and start making accusations about Doug, even if they are slightly veiled. I listened to her live stream this morning, and while she wasn't directly accusing Doug Bishop of being involved in any kind of traffic kind of situation, that was the tone of what she was saying. Of course, the funny part was she was also trying to say that his tattoos were changing shape throughout the Adventures with Purpose video, which is somehow connected with Odinism, because now apparently everything is going to connect with Odinism. And like I said, back off, stay away from Delphi, because trust me, it's not me who's going to come at you. There's plenty of people who care a lot for Abby and Libby's families, and who care a lot about what happened to Abby and Libby, who are way more influential than me. And they will come after you, Army for Jesus, and you won't know what's hit you. And as for your inferences that Adventures with Purpose are somehow involved with traffic situations, I am going to tag Adventures with Purpose in this video so that Jared Lysek is aware of the things that you've said. And then it's up to him. He seems quite happy to take out lawsuits against people for things that are much less significant than you accusing his organisation of somehow being involved with traffic situations, or of somehow being involved with Odinism. And the main reason that has made me want to rant, aside from the need to stand up and say, how dare you attack Doug Bishop, given all that he did for Kylie. And he was as upfront as he could be after they found Kylie. I know some people criticise them and say, well, you know, they could do more now. We don't know how much they know. We don't know if they've been told that they need to keep information to themselves. Although if you go back and look at some of the analysis that I've done of Doug Bishop, you'll see that, in my opinion, it seems that there is quite a lot more that Adventures with Purpose know, but that they cannot discuss when it comes to Kylie's case. And I think when you look at the Adventures with Purpose video when they found Kylie, you see how passionate these people were. To me, the only reason that they are going quiet is because they have to. I just want to remind people that Doug Bishop has a daughter the same age as Kylie. He's not going to be the bad guy in this situation. And I find it incredibly rude that Army for Jesus would even consider that. Like she said the other day, she's just an entertainment channel. So she's getting her entertainment now out of having a go at Doug Bishop. Now, in terms of her entertainment, the thing that made me really see red this morning was when she started talking about, and I quote, that Madeline girl, referring to Madeline Soto. Eventually, one of the people who was in her chat apparently commented and told her that it was Madeline Soto, but she didn't even know Madeline's last name. And she's trying to claim that there is some Odinist link, and that there are Odinist symbols, which are actually what she was pointing to were runes, but she's too dumb to realise what a rune looks like. But she's claiming that there were Odinist symbols on the bottom of Madeline's dress that she wore for her birthday party. So, I'm going to say this here. As far as I'm concerned, Madeline Soto is off limits too. That little girl went through hell for, 5 to 7 years. The things that she went through because of that man, the things that that man did. Don't you dare try and turn her life into your little bit of entertainment. Don't you dare try and profit from her life with your clickbait bullshit. Because I will make sure that people know that you are doing it. And I will expose you for doing that. Because that beautiful little girl never deserved any of what happened to her. And she sure as hell doesn't deserve to be used as your little entertainment for your channel. So, I apologise, I'm normally a bit calmer than this. But I felt that this was something that had to be said. And I get that perhaps Army for Jesus has realised that she's gone too far with Kylie's case, and she has started to realise that doxing innocent people is a bad thing. But this is not the answer. She's now claiming that there's odorous symbols everywhere in pictures of all these missing children. She's even claiming that someone who looked remarkably like Richard Allen was at her front door, and that she traced them back to Delphi and figured out that they lived at Delphi. Like, come on, get real. What is wrong with the people who watch her channel and actually believe that crap? I had never ever imagined that there were people that were that dense in the world. If you believe her bullcrap, there is something wrong with you. And this I am saying directly to those people who sit in her chat and give her encouragement with this bullcrap. And the people who leave comments afterwards and encourage her with this bullcrap. This woman should not be on YouTube. She should not be claiming that she's doing all this in God's name. Because God would never condone what she is doing. Anyway, that's probably enough of my rant. But sometimes, I am a fairly mild-mannered person most of the time. And I will occasionally make comments and correct people when they are going astray a little bit. But for the most part, I try to be polite. I try to let this sort of stuff wash over me. Try to find diplomatic ways of dealing with people who are just complete utter morons. But for me, the final straw today was her talking about poor little Maddie as that Madeline girl. Clearly she knows nothing about Maddie's case. She's just obviously seen mention of it. Can't even do her the courtesy of remembering her full name. Her name was Madeline Soto. She was a beautiful, beautiful 13-year-old girl who went through hell and whose life was ended in such a horrible way. She deserves so much better.
I've been good to